she goes. There she goes.
There she goes again.
There she goes again.
There she goes.
Racing
through my brain, and I can't stand for days.
Doom, 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 doom. There she goes.
There she goes again.
There she goes again.
Racing through my head, and I can't stand for days. That's just what I'm assuming it is.
And that's it. That's the episode. Thanks for joining us.
See you next time.
We'll have more Yeti ASMR.
Yeti. Welcome to Royally Unhinged, the podcast where we talk all things marketing, networking, and wizardry. It's all the things that you needed to know and some of the things that you didn't know that you needed to know. I am one of your podcast co-hosts, Tara B, with my other lovely podcast co-host,
Princess P.
And together,
we are
Royally Unhinged.
I get very confused sometimes when I'm like, I'm a co-host. Am I like to say I'm a co-host and you're a co-host? Wouldn't you like to be a co-host too? But saying co-host, like I'm a co-host.
I'm a host.
But I'm not, because I'm a co-host. I'm one of your
saying
co-hosts. Yeah.
Coaster. I'm your coaster.
I'm your co-hoster.
Co-hoster.
Nice.
Welcome to this. I was going to say
Episode.
this year's episode. It's not well, it's a new year. But welcome to this episode. We're going to have a lot of fun here. And
as always,
one of the things that you didn't know that you might have needed to know is that you can sponsor Royally Unhinged, the podcast. You can actually sponsor to have us come out and we'll cater a topic around your business, the business, what you do, who you are, what you say, what you feel like. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But you can sponsor us or you can just sponsor us.
Yeah, like if you don't want us to come on site, you can just sponsor us and
There
we'll
you
still
go.
talk about you and your business, your company, and all the things that you do. We'll give you huge shout outs and get everyone to know about you. Or if you want, we'll come on site. We'll bring the whole getup.
The whole gang.
We'll be there.
There's only 2 in the gang.
But there's lights, camera, and azione.
Azione. So I just want to dive right in because I don't think I have anything else to say right now.
Perfect.
But today's topic is going to be about branding.
Did you hide Dumbledore?
I did.
Nice. No clue.
Try and find it. Speaking of, there's a Dumbledore that's hiding around the set somewhere. So you have to try and find it. And if you find it, don't comment because then other people will see where it is. We want people to find it. So just text us.
And you will not win a prize. You'll just win the glory of knowing you found it.
We'll do a prize sometime.
There's not
We'll
a
do
Where's
something.
Waldo. It's a
Yeah,
Where's
there's
Dumbledore.
Where's the Dumbly door? So branding. So I have a story.
I'm
It's
ready.
not really a story. It's just like a comment. But I was scrolling the other day.
Scrolling.
Keep those fingers scrolling.
Social media.
Scrolling. Social media. So I was scrolling. And I've been seeing a lot more of these videos recently where it's like somebody that's like walking down the street and they see a company with a logo on their front door or something like that. And they're like, that's not a good
I
brand.
could do better.
I can fix this. And then they do this whole montage where they fix the branding and they do this whole new brand and it most of the time doesn't look anything like the original brand was. So I hate these videos.
Really?
I absolutely hate them.
Oh, do tell.
The reason being, why do you think that you are entitled to fix somebody's branding when you don't know their brand? You don't know their demographic. You don't know their story. You don't know their voice. You don't nothing about them. But
that's good.
You're just like walking down and you see, and I can't remember the Banch, I think, was the one that really like triggered me on this because he specifically said in his video. And all of these videos that I see, they're graphic designers, so they know how to do the things. But that doesn't make it okay for you to do the things.
Well, wait, let me ask you this. Does the video ever resolve with them going to like the owner and showing them their ideas and kind of what do you think and do you want anything to do with it?
I've seen so many business owners throw them out of their store.
Wow.
Most of the time,
Okay,
it's
this is a bit of a twist for me because I thought you were going to say like part of this was then they go to the people and they're like, hey, I redid this, because it is a little, well, it's a lot of assuming. Like that's really
assuming.
arrogant kind of.
Yes. That's my problem with it, because again, you don't know anything about that business. So you think that you're looking at a brand and you don't think that it works well. So you're just taking it and making your own spin on it. I could see like that aspect, like, oh, it's for a media company. Like I'll redo their brand how like my vision is. But saying specifically that you're fixing broken branding really grinds my gears, because again, you know nothing about that business. And I saw a video similar to what you were just saying, where they were walking down, it was like a pizzeria or something like that, and they took a snapshot of the logo, they went back, they redid it, and then they confronted the business owner with it, and they brought it in. They said, I think it was a cafe or something, and they brought it in and they're like, hey, I redid your logo, you can use it if you want. And they're like, what's wrong with my logo?
Yeah.
So this is the thing, like,
oh,
thoughts. Give me your thoughts.
Okay, because it's one thing if you ask. Like it's one thing if
you're
you go up
out
to someone
there
and you
searching.
say, oh, okay, I'm gonna take clothing for a minute. Like if you walk up to someone and say, do you like my outfit? And they say no, and they're a fashion designer or whatever. And you're like, do you like my outfit? No. Well, can you help me, fix it or redesign it? So when someone's not having that there's a lot, because there's so many assumptions.
I just made you really angry, didn't I?
You did. Because I'm sitting here going, okay, as someone sitting in the consulting space, I might have thoughts and opinions about someone's business or how they're doing marketing or how they're presenting themselves on social media.
Yep.
But unless I'm invited into the conversation,
then what gives
to
you
just walk up and, because it's that classic, did you mean to do that?
Yeah.
Like you're walking up to someone going, did you mean to have your logo look like that? Oh, you did? Like it's that whole vibe where, and it's not even coming up with the, hey, I was looking at your logo. Like, it's the whole way you approach it.
I mean, I've seen a lot of business owners out there that they'll like do a contest. Like they'll have like a bunch of people like kind of put together their own logo and like, but they're inviting that.
Well,
they're
you're not
change.
And you're not asking anything before you just, because I just keep thinking about this going,
it's so cringe.
If that person designed it themselves, or it's based off of something, or they worked with like their best friend or their kid designed it, and you just come up and you basically are saying, your logo sucks. Do you want a better one?
Yep. That's my problem. And I hate it. And I can't. So I'm like, why?
Wait, I gotta sit with this for a minute, because there's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
Because people come to us, you and I, often for help in the marketing space and for consulting. And when they come to us, like you and I might have opinions. We might look out at someone and say, oh, the colors they're using for their business, not
I literally
great.
just had that happen. I had somebody that I did their website, and she had her brand done by somebody else. It was I don't know if it was Canva or Fiverr, I don't know where it was. But she had her logo done, so I just implemented that. I took the colors, I took the brand, and I kind of built a brand guide because she didn't have a brand guide with it. So I built a brand guide for her. And then she actually just did her color analysis with Holly, and she changed her. And I felt like really weird about, see, when people like send me their logos and they're like, what do you think about this? Like,
that's hard because you don't want to.
I don't want to hurt their feelings.
It's like someone saying, what do you think about my spouse? Not safe to comment. Great. Love that person.
So she asked me, she's like, what do you think about the new colors in my logo? Like, she kept the same logo. She just revamped the colors a little bit. And I looked and I was like, this looks really Christmassy. And I felt like really, I'm like, how do I say
well,
it?
here's
like,
what's
I don't
hard.
want her to feel
but
bad about it.
If somebody is asking you that, if she said, what do you think about this? That's a lose-lose question. Because she didn't say, I really love this. Do you love this? Or I don't like this. What do you think? Like, she just open-ended it. So you're sitting here going, does she love it or not? Like, am I going to crush her dreams, or am I going to confirm what she's already feeling?
Yeah.
Okay, but that's just really interesting because I see that sometimes when I'm working with people, and you have to tread lightly, like to be professional and be kind, because sometimes people bring something to you and they're like, "Oh, I mean, I've done this. Oh, look I just had this done." I'm like, "Oh, it's terrible," and they go, "Oh, I actually really loved it." As do I. You're just gonna go, "Whoops." Insert open mouth, insert foot. So, but if I just started walking around, okay, let's look at the arrogance of this. I just saw it in my brain. And I can't imagine walking down the street, walking downtown, walking into a store going, your marketing is like ridiculous. That logo on the front of your window or those colors, what are you thinking? Could you imagine the audacity, the arrogance, the entitlement to walk into someone? Like, I've done the opposite when Santa and I are doing our thing. Perfect example. We do the Hastings Hoopla every year. We go to downtown Hastings, which is adorable. Main Street, lots of stores. So we're walking up and down Main Street for hours and just talking to people, taking photos. We walked into this one store, which was a women's clothing store. And I was drawn in because of the way their shop windows were. And when I walked in, the aesthetic, the decorating, everything about like their brand was very clear, very awesome. So I was complimenting them. I said, your store is fantastic. Like, you are doing such a good job. It's very clear what you're doing. That's the good side when you walk in.
Side. When it's a positive. But
and
when
even if I were to walk in and maybe I could probably swing it by saying, everything in here is fantastic. This is great. I didn't notice that you have your name anywhere, though. If you ever want help with that, let me know because I do it for a living. That even feels like it might be a
little,
easier to swallow.
A little. Just a smidge, though. It's just like,
I saw this logo on your door, on your windows, and it's horrendous. Do you want me to help you fix it? Like, that is just so off-putting.
Okay, this is kind of, I mean, it relates, but it's kind of a random thought. Do you know how often, and I think about this internally, or I tell my husband about it, I don't like go to the owner and like do it, but there, those videos where you see like logos that like have a message or a hidden graphic or something that like like it looks like something else and it wasn't intended to look like that. It just, the designer didn't notice it. So I actually keep that in my brain a lot when I'm designing. Like, I'll look at it from every aspect. I'm like, could this look like this? And it's always something inappropriate. It always is. It's inappropriate.
Every time I see the Amazon logo, I just can't. You'll never look at it the same.
Really?
Yep. I'll just leave that there.
Well, now I have to go look at it. But there's one logo that a city in the metro
area
has, that I cannot stand looking at it because it looks so inappropriate to me.
Oh my gosh.
And it's everywhere.
But that's why people need to have maybe more than one person look at it just to make sure. Because once it's out there.
It's out there. But that doesn't make you graphic designers entitled that you can go around and just nitpicking other people's brands when you know nothing about them. That is where we come in and we go over what your goals are and what your strategies, what your story is. How can we capitalize on that? Like, that's so different than just, your logo sucks, I'm going to fix it. Like, it just pisses me off.
Okay, Tara, would you say this is kind of giving off, this is giving feels, this is like totally giving off vibes of when people reach out to me on LinkedIn all the time and are kind of like,
I know where you're going.
either with the podcast, we could help your podcast, we could help you with this week. And I always want to go, but A, you're a stranger. B, I didn't ask you. Like, the audacity of people to just drop in your
go and do it. But that's like a
just
huge
to message
strategy.
you and say, well, hey, I can help make this better. Or I saw your podcast. I saw this. I saw you really like this. I can make it better. How about hello? First,
just
get to know me. To your earlier point.
Is it me you're looking for?
Okay, how many songs
I can see
do we have with hello? Hello, hello.
Hello.
I don't know why you say goodbye.
Me.
I say hello.
Yep. I'm wondering.
No, you were just doing Adele.
Hello, it's me.
Mm-hmm.
I've been.
I don't know if I know any of their Hello songs.
Hello,
If you do-
goodbye. Oh, that's a band.
Anyway, oh yeah, they're really good. So yeah, drop it in my DMs. I have a real problem with that. To your earlier point, you need to get to know the person that you want to help, because you don't know their story, their brand, who they are.
I can tell you, like, the majority of clients that I have, like, I have personal relationships with them. Like, we're not like buddy or anything, but like, I have a very transparent, like, relationship with them. Like, it's I get to know them so well that I'm like a part of their team without being a part of their team.
Yeah.
But like these randos that are just off the street, just
well,
like,
we know that they're doing it for content. Like, they're just trying to do it to have something that people
So do you think that they're actually trying to show off their skills and like how they can do something, or do you think that they're just doing clickbait stuff just to like get a rise out of people like me?
Well, it depends. That's why I was saying, are they showing all the way through where they go back to the business owner and then they show it to the business owner?
Some aren't.
And the business owner. So if they're just showing the one where the business owner's like, get out, I mean, that's reactionary. It's all about getting a reaction from people. What was the thoughtsicles I just had? Shoot, it went away. It was a good one too. Because yeah, it's like, why are you doing this? Are you trying to show us what you can do, or just rage baiting us? Which I hate. That whole thing of just doing things.
Isn't that what that Jake Paul does? That
so much
fighter dude.
It could be anything from like all the mukbangs that have started happening.
Mukbangs?
Oh, do you not know about?
What is a mukbang?
Oh, Tara. First of all, welcome to 2026. That is so 2025. Actually, 2024. No, definitely. So a mukbang is when people have large quantities of food that they'll eat online, and they'll just eat like these
live.
No, like they'll do a video. You can watch a video where they're just sitting there, eat like in one sitting. They just have massive amounts of food. And the whole thing with mukbang. Okay, when we're done and you online, we'll Google. I'll show you some mukbangs.
Tara's confused.
It's just the name when you sit there with like a big pile of food and they're just sitting there eating like a massive pile of food. And there's a couple controversies around this. Number one, there's a controversy of, are people actually eating it? Are they chewing it and swallowing it and eating it? Or, because sometimes you can see like the breaks, right, where they're shoving like a whole half a cake in their mouth. They're just sitting there like eating a cake and a big pile of food. Like, I'll show you them when we're done today. But a lot of it is that whole rage baiting, because you're just sitting there watching someone take like a quarter of a cake and they're just shoving the cake in their mouth and dip it in milk and they're eating this cake. And
okay, I mentioned this before. There's a video that I saw of this one girl, and she has like, I don't know if she has filler, plumper, whatever, but her lips are like 10 times too big for her face. Like, it's bad.
But she gets clicks.
But she'll go around to all these restaurants and get, I think I've told you this before. She'll go around, she'll order food and stuff. And she'll like, the one that I specifically remember, she took like a Subway sandwich and she was like, my Subway sandwich is so good. And she like dips it in something and then she just puts it by her mouth and then just like, but like doesn't actually eat it.
Yes.
Like,
okay, so this is a big
obvious.
thing.
Like, it's
so
not...
nowadays mukbang can kind of apply to anybody that's sitting there eating food, eating a lot of food. People will just tag it as that. But it's that whole thing of, are the people actually eating it, or are they spitting it out off camera and kind of not chewing it? So it looks like they're eating all this food, but are they? So now they're trying to like prove, like, people will eat it and swallow and show you that they're swallowing it to show like, I am consuming this huge quantity of food. So we're disgusting. We as humans are disgusting. Tell me you live in a first world spoiled country without telling me. Like, when you can just sit there with a huge pile of food, and look at me, I'm just like, and I'm not even eating it.
It's the same ones that you see though, where like there's people that just waste a whole bunch of food. Like, they'll take a whole gallon of milk and just like dump it for like so whatever.
Matt and I will always drive around and go, if an alien ever dropped down to our planet or is watching, they would just look at us and go,
they would probably just blow us up. Like, seriously. Like,
well, and then there's all these weird trends. Again, I'm watching things all the time from a marketing and branding perspective, sometimes going, what would make sense maybe for my clients? And I like to just know what the trends are, but there's so much rage bait. Like, there's so many people that are doing outlandish, audacious things just to get people to react.
Going off of that, so there's this other guy that I might have used to follow him and I didn't anymore. I don't remember. But he's the one, he does the listen, did you know that blah blah blah, but he always plays like an
him. Yeah, with the beard.
Yeah, Jason.
Shoot, he just got out of he just got out of the military.
Yes. He's got like a huge mullet now. Like it's
oh my gosh,
like, super long and epic. Just saying. But he just did a video recently
with the body.
Well, he's always got a body in the back of his videos or something. But he did a video because he always like shows some other clip that he finds of somebody doing something stupid. And this one was like, it was a can opener or something, or a jar grip or something like that.
Oh, I saw that. And it was actually for disabled people.
Yes, and it was actually for disabled.
He was making fun of the person.
Yes.
Oh, I saw that too.
So he did that video and he made fun of the person. But then somebody kind of called him out and was like, hey, that's actually for somebody with a disability. He didn't know. He got educated. He fixed it. Like he said, he apologized. Like, okay. But my thought was, for people that are out there, and I think it's for rage baiting, or it's for content, but for people that are out there making fun of other people, like
that's their brand.
That's shtick. Like that's their.
I don't want to call it a brand,
no,
but it is how they're.
It's their.
Oh, Tara.
It's their content strategy. Like that's what they do.
Okay, but this is a whole thing, because we now have to understand there's like a whole industry of influencers out there, right? We got the YouTube awards, the TikTok awards.
Yeah.
There's now a whole industry of people that are doing this for a living.
Mm-hmm.
And so then they have to find ways to be creative, to keep customers, to get customers.
Yeah.
And some of it I don't like.
I don't like all of it. I mean, a lot of them I do find funny. Like the one guy that you know, like those 5-minute craft videos that it's like the dumbest, like they do dumb stuff. Like they'll take like a pair of pants and they'll turn it into a one shoulder dress or something. And it's just like, really? So like there's that one guy, and I can't remember his name. He's a huge YouTuber, TikToker guy. But he's the one where like they'll do something stupid like, oh, your shirt got caught in this window on this car. How do I get it out? Oh, I'll just take these scissors and I'll just cut the sleeve off. And it's really like, and then the guy opens the door to take the sleeve out of it. You could have just opened the door.
Right.
So like the guy, like he'll reenact it and he'll go to a car and he'll just like open the door and he'll.
Oh, it's what's his name?
That guy.
Kenzie or something with like, yes, him.
That guy.
Now he is OG.
See,
he's been around for forever. Okay, hold on. This just made me think of something. Oh, dang it. See, if I don't say it.
Sleeves, cars, opening doors.
Okay, hold on. When it comes to content and people creating content, oh, come on, Paula, you can do it. There will be some fancy editing in this video. All of a sudden I'll be like, and
here's a clip of the guy going like this.
And it'll be
While
Paula.
we wait.
Shoot, where was I going with? So back to branding and working with. Don't distract me.
Branding.
Dang it. Okay, so recently I've noticed videos from this library, and these librarians are totally unhinged. And you got to think of like libraries, not super popular right now, probably having a hard time getting customers.
I know which one you're actually talking
like,
about.
who's even going to the library for books? I mean, and how do you know, and this is what I love. And this is why when I work with clients and customers, I'm like, let's figure out who you are and your personalities and kind of what you're willing to do and lean into that. Don't necessarily lean into, this is what people do. And this is, I'm like,
trend.
You got to stand out. And I've been watching these libraries where they're just the best one that they do. And it just comes top of mind. But like if I'm the librarian and I'm at the checkout desk and you're the person, and you're like, I'd like to check out this book. And I go, okay, if you can flip this cup upside down and it lands on the counter, you can have this. Well, the book is 3 weeks. You can have it for 3 weeks. But if you flip this cup upside down and it lands, you can have it for forever. And they go to flip it, the librarian just goes, poof. Oh, and the cups go flying. So it's like, I laugh every time. But there's some now where there are some, and I'll have to find them just to show you, but they're so unhinged. If you get onto like Reels or TikTok or YouTube, start looking up some of the library videos. They're so good. Like they're dragging
you're too
people
far from me. Okay, I had to. Duh. So no. In addition to that, so there's some library ones that are really good. The ones that really get me are like the police departments or the
fire departments. Like they're
like
just doing
Elk
some
River, I think, fire department. They're so good.
But they're good because they're unexpected and
Yeah.
they're leaning into the unexpected. And I love that. Like often when I work with people and I figure out who are they, what are you, what's your secret sauce? Okay, how do we lean into that? And it's always funny because at first I kind of go, can I do that? Like, am I allowed? Is that okay? It's this whole thing of you need to stand out.
You need to be unique.
There need to be something that we hear above the freight because there's just so much of like it's just noise, right? In the marketing space, there's so much noise. There's so much, everyone's doing the same thing. You got to do something that makes people turn their head and go, what's that?
Yeah.
What was that?
But that doesn't mean that you go around and just call out people's
No.
brands.
Because I don't think that you still have to be kind and a good human.
Be a good human.
And legal. It has to be legal, kind.
Please stay legal.
Be a good human. But yeah, all the way back to the beginning, because I don't think that, see, I'm just thinking I'd want to reach out to them and say, do you actually do this? Or is this just your content strategy for getting found online?
I mean, because most of them that I see for graphic designers, I mean, the majority of the graphic designers that I see on like Instagram or something, they're doing like some like fun tutorial. Like I actually learn a lot about how to use, like I know how to use Illustrator and the Adobe products and stuff, but like sometimes there's an easier way, and especially because all
or
the
there's cool
programs
little like
always
hacks
update.
or something
Right.
you might not know.
So like I'll watch the videos most of the time and it's just like them showing like, don't do it this way, try it this way and whatever. But then like I come across those videos and I'm just like, why are you just being a mean person?
You know what though, Tara? I just had this thoughtful, and that is, I talk
That
about
word's
the
so much thoughtful.
It's cold up there. I often talk about be the Ferrari,
Yeah.
and you're not for everyone, and you got to find your people. And maybe there are people out there that they see that person, that guy walking in, they're like, I like his boldness. I respect that. I want to work with you. Like,
Well,
he could be somebody's
It
Ferrari.
could be, because then it goes back to I was gonna say before too. Like, I have a very open, transparent relationship with my clients. Like, not a lot of people are into that.
She's transcendent.
Translucent.
Oh, that was it.
It was translucent.
Like saran wrap.
But not a lot of people are like okay with me being that transparent with them. Like they don't like that openness. They don't want me to tell them like it is. And I
Lie
have,
to me.
I
Lie to
have-
me. Tell me what I want to
I
hear.
have
No,
this
there
one
are.
client, and he always asks me my opinion on some different things and stuff, and I'm just like, John, I'll call him John. I won't call him out in this. John, I'm gonna be blunt with you. I'm gonna be open and transparent. That's how I've known him for a really long time. So we're like besties. Not really. Well, sure. He's like, if he's not, I bet he's not watching.
She's having a whole conversation with herself and John, and I just watch.
But I'm like, I'm gonna tell you like it is. You are having a hard time because this aspect is not super great. But he knows that about me, that I'm open. So like that's an invited thing.
Okay, Tara.
'cause I have that conversation with him a lot.
But let's take this journey together for a moment. Let's say
Let us go on a journey.
in time. Let's say I'm John, business owner,
Yes.
and I just decide I want to start a business. So we know the average person because I've been doing something and everybody's like, you should start a business. You could make money doing that. And I go, okay. So I go get an LLC and now I'm a business. I haven't thought about my brand, who I serve, any of that. And I'm like, oh, I need some business cards. I guess I need a logo. Hey, cousin Jimmy, you can draw. Will you make me a logo? Or maybe I'm like, I heard this Tara chick. She makes logos. Maybe not you, but maybe whatever. So a lot of times when businesses are starting out, they haven't worked with a company. They don't have so much money to invest that they put everything in order and they have all their ducks in a row. Like it's an evolution. And so at some point they have some weird business cards they've printed at home, some weird logo.
I had those years ago.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, that's where they're starting from. They don't have colors. They don't have a media kit because they don't have They're like, my colors, what kind of blue is it? It's what it's
Yeah, they
what
just
it, like
don't
they
know.
just it's navy. It's what I could print out in Canva. Like that's most people are
Yeah.
just starting out with something.
It's Canva, Fiverr.
Now, they
Logo
might then go
99
get a
or whatever.
building and start throwing this logo up on buildings and trucks and all these things before they've met with someone who's like, would you like to make sure this is professional and everything kind of looks, because it depends on how they're growing.
Yeah.
So we don't know if we're coming in at the point where they've thinking about starting and they want to do it at the beginning, or, are they halfway in? Are they several years in? Are they like, okay, we're growing and expanding and we need a refresh? But it's still a conversation. I would not, again, back to the beginning, I would not walk up to someone and say, how long have you been in business? Really? Because you should probably tell your logo that.
Okay.
Your logo called.
Side note, because recently I have taken the majority of my TikTok videos off of my Dapper Dog marketing page, and I'm reposting them on the Tara B page. Because I'm gonna get rid of my Dapper Dog marketing TikTok, because who needs that? But one of the videos that I did on there, it was like, and I can't tell you how many times that this has actually happened, so it's just funny because you're just whatever. But I'll ask somebody for a logo, their logo that they have. I will get a logo.doc. They're sending me a logo in a Microsoft Word document. That's like an image with it.
Slow your roll there, sweetheart. Because you graphic people, I sent my logo to someone the other day and they were like, I actually need it in this format. I'm like, listen, how would I know that?
Well, that's on the person who needed the format.
You live in a world where you're like, I want a PNG, a JPEG, a docs, whatever.
I will never want a JPEG of your logo.
But the thing is, and half of the time when I open up my little media file folder with all my logos, some of them I can't even see. It's just like a blank square that has something underneath it. I don't know what those are.
Oh, it's probably like an SVG or an EPS.
What? You and your acronyms. So you graphics people that are like, they send me the wrong. We don't know. We don't, just tell us. I'll just send you a whole folder.
That's what I'm saying. Just like send me everything that you have so I can use what I need to use. But I just think it's funny when like, I need your logo. And then I get like a Microsoft Word document, but it's like the logo, like a JPEG was placed in the Word document. So I can't
you sound kind of like a snob right now. She's a total marketing branding snob. Like, I can't believe they sent me a Microsoft doc. Like, we don't know. That's not our specialty. It's your job.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Before I started my business, I did some things very wrong. Still trying to fix that. But the one thing I did do was, I went and met with Holly, who we love, who's been on a previous episode. We did a whole episode with her for House of Color. But did you know she's also a graphic designer, and she designed the logo for Princess Paula? And to your earlier point, is that when I sat down with her and I was designing my crown, I was very specific with her. And I said, I want a crown that isn't like a Disney crown. I don't want it to be feminine. It has to also be masculine. I said, I want a crown that guys would wear if it's on a shirt or a hat. So it has to have strength to it. And I want it to be more of a presence and not like, I'm a princess. Like I wanted it to be like, I am royalty, that kind of a thing. And it was so great because we talked about colors and positioning, and she worked with me to help design it. And that's what you're saying is this whole, you have to know your client. Who are they? What's their brand? What are they trying to communicate? And look at me just bringing everything home. So
she gets me.
When I do my training on AI, one of the things I talk about is your brand and your tone, because you need to be able to communicate that with your LLMs, but also knowing that for your company. What is your brand, your tone when you communicate as a company? And all of that needs to be a part of your logo, your colors, your messaging, who you are, so that you can have the strong brand that you just keep pushing out there.
Yep.
A brand needs to be so strong. We live in a different world now, and some of us who are old enough can think back to the last century, to when there would be commercials, and we just know, if you see a swoosh, you know who that is. If you see, those golden arches, you know what it is. There's just certain brands that got locked in because the messaging, the branding, everything about them. It's a little different now because we don't have TV commercials, and we do have YouTube stars and TikTok stars, but we're definitely in some silos. Like I might know something, but my kids don't know, and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Versus before, we were all watching TV, so we saw the same commercials.
Right.
So having a really strong brand, then that when people see you or they hear you, they know your brand.
They know who you are.
Maybe they've heard of you.
Who is that girl?
Oh, I was going with who are you?
Back at me.
What's that?
When
Is that a Disney show?
My reflection show who I am inside.
Name that tune. I have no idea what that is.
Mulan.
Oh, that's why. I knew it had to be a Disney show. Tell me you have
Disney
little
movie.
kids without telling me you have little kids.
I have little kids.
On that note, they did not have good branding because I did not know what the movie was. I should have known.
That's like the one that we watch all the time. Like, well, we don't watch all the time, but that's like normally if my husband wants to listen to Disney, it's something from Mulan. It's let's get down to business to defeat the Huns.
On that note, if you want to get down to business,
the business.
you know, I happen to know a really good graphic designer and brander, but the truth is she's actually really busy right now. Might not be able to
taking on any
take on clients.
right
But
now.
we have a couple of other people in our arsenal.
Holly, I actually sent a referral to.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm sending stuff her way.
But if you're listening, watching, absorbing this right now, and you are sitting there going, do I have a brand voice? Do I have a brand package?
Am I going to have somebody that just redoes my brand and then comes to show it to me and says that my brand sucks? I didn't think it did.
Could happen.
It could.
Either way, always feel free to reach out to us and we would happily refer you to someone that can just have that conversation with you and kind of look at your logo, your brand, who you are, and does it make sense? I've been having fun watching some of the people I've worked with. I've had the honor and the privilege of working with and watching how they're stepping into their personality and their brand. And I can kind of watch them online and the things that they're doing.
One of them we both work with, and I'm just really like where they were when we started working with. Yeah.
Okay.
When we started working with them and where they're like going, like they're getting to
they're getting it.
They're getting to a spot. He just told me this yesterday, and I'm not going to say who it is. So this is safe for me to say. But he just told me yesterday that coming this summer that they're looking for a commercial space. Like they're getting
it's this proud parent moment. It's like when you see your clients getting success and doing the things, it's like, and it's the reason why it's so fun with them. Again, we're going to tell a story without telling you who they are. But the best part is I remember when I was first meeting with them, and it is a husband-wife team that run the business along with their daughter. But I remember when I first met with them, the wife was still working full time.
Yep.
And wasn't ready to make the move to be like, let's build this business. And I'm like, yeah. And I told him, I said, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not like, that's between you. But at some point you do have to jump off the cliff. And
especially with knowing what their goals were for the business in the future. Like they wanted to make this their income. Like they wanted to make this.
They are so fun to watch right now because, and again, I just want to speak hope to people because watching them come into their own and being able to watch it in real time as she's showing up now to networking things and figuring out who she is and watching her, like you can see her confidence growing. Their social media is getting better.
And I know they're watching this. I know they are because they watch every episode. But even like from the first networking meeting that she was at, and it was just like, you did great. Like you seriously did. But it's
getting better.
It's just you're blossoming so much more from it and you're getting more confident. And it's just so great. Like I love getting text messages.
Because they're finding their voice now. They know how to be their brand and represent their brand. And it's good. Like they're locking in their brand to be able to say, this is who we are.
And they're also like just getting to a point of realization, like, and this is just a little extra, if you guys have been doing something for a while and it was working really well for that period of time, but you're growing to a point where you're just like, I don't know if this is where it is anymore. I think I need to, like, I've used this for what I needed to, and I'm outgrowing it. Like it's okay to change.
Yes.
You don't have to stay with what you've been doing. You can grow from that. And that's exactly the conversation that I had with him yesterday. They're getting to a point where, and soon he wants to leave his job, I believe, his full time, and do this along with his wife full time. and they're getting there, and it's just so fun. I love getting phone calls and texts from them when they're just
so
like,
cool.
this is where we're at. We're now a part of this. We just got this award. We're a part of the. It's like, this
is why we do what we do.
This is the fun part of what we get to see happen.
We want to see people have this success and not get mired down by bad logos.
Yeah.
And wrong advice.
Cringy graphic designers that tell you that you're doing something wrong when that's what like, come on. Like, if you have a brand and you like had a very specific piece of that brand that was developed for a memory or from like a memorial or something like that is near and dear to your heart, and you have somebody coming up and just telling you that it's
or when people reach out to me about our podcast and they've never even listened to one episode, I'm like, you don't even know anything about our podcast, but you're going to come in and tell me how it could be better and how we could have whatever. I ain't got time.
We ain't got time for that. But we have time for you to sponsor us and keep connecting with us and hanging out with us. So if you do want to sponsor, go to royallyunhinged.com. You can fill out the form at the very bottom. I just did a little bit of an update on the website too.
We'll have to go take a look at Lou.
I'll show that to her quick. But you can sponsor us. We're going to be at a couple things coming up. Well, this might air later and you might be seeing this in 2027. So we will not be where I'm about to tell you. But I believe that we will be at the Woodbury Expo coming up.
Potentially, yes.
Potentially. So, and actually with that, I'm going to put a little plug out there.
Yes.
So, last year we were at the Woodbury Expo and we had a bunch of sponsors that we actually had come to the Woodbury Expo, and we got to talk about their business and about them and who they are.
Live.
So we recorded it there, and those are past episodes that we had come up. So if you are interested, please reach out to us, and we have wonderful pricing packages for that. And it's just a little 30-40 minute, you just come out, you talk, you get some food while you're there, see all the other vendors, network, and do amazing things. So
love it.
Anyways, thank you for being with us today. And tomorrow, I love you.
Tomorrow, you're only a day away.
If you don't watch for the content, please watch for the songs that we just randomly sing. Thanks for being here today, though. It was a lot of fun. As always, I am one of your co-hosts, Tara B, with my other co-host,
still Princess B.
And together we are
Royally Unhinged. Da-da. 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 If you've watched all the way to the end, here's your, what are they called?
special treat.
Easter egg?
What's our Easter egg?
Where's Dumbledore?
Do you want to know where Dumbledore is?
We should start showing where he is at the end of the video.
He's right.
I don't even know where he is. Oh,
he's behind the hourglass.
Now you know. Cindy, were you right?
The more you know.
Laugh at
it goes that way. The more you... I don't know which way it goes.